There's a man on TV at a desk in a suit. He lies through. There's a man on TV at a desk in a suit. He lies through his teeth and they still call it the news. And there's a man in a white coat whose medicine kills. He loves when you're sick cause you pay for his pills. There's a man at the bank who will give you a loan so that you'll buy a house and then he'll take you home. There's a man who wants you spending your life online, knows you're searching for truth but controls what you find. We'll be fine, babe, if we don't make it through. There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It don't help if you can fly. It's way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just want to burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you. There's a man in a court sworn to uphold the law, but he's crooked as a fence post and don't do his job. There's a man in a classroom who should know the facts, but he's brainwashing kids, teaching English and math. There's a man in your phone who hears everything you say. He knows everywhere you go, every joke you ever made. There's a man with a bloodline that owns the whole world. Every airplane and building and gold, brick and pearl. We'll be fine, babe, if we don't make it through. There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly. He's way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just want to burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you. Pray that the man in the sky's watching over us tonight, cause there's people looking down on us for fighting for what's right. Hold the line, babe, and I'll hold on to you. There's a man in the clouds and I hope he's looking down, cause there's people here on earth who trying to put us in the ground. We'll be fine, babe, I won't let go of you. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly. He's way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just want to burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you.
Make your browser fast. Make your browser safe. Make
I think we've been okay, like with no spam or nothing. I think we've been all right. Putting it on subscriber mode. Hey, love bug. I just got home. I'm about to crash. Hey, Heavenly. I'm editing. I'm editing, and I am finishing up editing, and the video will be up by morning tomorrow. So, I'm editing, and I was like, let me check in with them, because, like, girl, I was, hey, Brooklyn, hey, Callie, just putting away the chickens. Oh, you got chickens, girl? And then doing my bedtime routine. Ooh, period. What you like to do for your bedtime routine? I'm editing my little receipt video. Will be up tomorrow. Y'all, I can't find my. I'm the queen of receipts, right? I cannot find that for the life of me. So we're just gonna have to go old school thunder. However, I do have kind of a hilarious intro for the video though, so y'all will love it. I am like I'm like editing, and I'm like, damn girl, like I'm shady, as shit. No, I love that voice. I can't find it, dude. Like, cause I stopped doing the drama like mess. I didn't think that my child's father was going to be a person I would ever have to expose with receipts, but here we are. And I really hope and pray seriously that he's the last person, because a bitch is tired. I'm tired. I hung up my hat. You know what I mean? But it's like, girl, we tired, okay? Girl, I'm editing the video though. It should be up tomorrow morning. It should be up no later than mid-morning, because I'm gonna be up. Because I have a busy day, So yeah. But yeah, I can't find it. And like, it's not, I mean, it would be iconic if I like brought the intro back, but I don't even remember the song I used for it. I think it's a no copyright sounds thing. I would have to quite literally remake it from scratch all over again, right? But dude, this man ain't worth any extra time than what I've already spent. But I am a little bit shady in this video. But I feel good about it. I feel good. about it. How long is this video? It's only like 40 minutes long, so it's a basic feature film from me, so it's not that bad. The receipts are real basic. There's some laughs in there, you know what I mean? And I laid everything out and I did it pretty quick. And I wonder if I should tell y'all this. I found out more bullshit while editing, but I already took care of it. Because of course I did. No, I love that voice clip. Shit while editing, but I already took care of it. Because of course I did. No, I love that voice clip. I love it too, y'all. I don't have it. I don't have that old intro. I don't have any of my old intros because remember when I had two different intros. If it was a receipt video, it was the I'm cleaning receipts, right? And if it was a reaction video, I did like that reaction like montage. I don't have either. You know what I mean? But this man ain't worth all that extra time. But I am gonna have a funny little intro for it. So when I was editing, when I went over, because I include the paperwork where he said that I dropped the baby off and never returned. Child, he should have never did that. I don't know what. Child, this man losing his mind. I don't know, girl. Okay, you know how I already talked to the lady from the program that he has my baby in when the baby's over there, right? I have to talk to her. Again, but it's okay. I already took care of that. Bro, I kept reading. Haha, I just brushed my hair and teeth and then put on lotion. I'm pretty basic. Oh, okay. I'm probably too excited for the video. Girl, I'm real mellow tone like this because to be honest, like low key, I don't know, it was probably something about my last couple of live streams. Them last live streams was deep, bro. Like, I've slept so fucking good these past, I don't know how many nights. Something about them last couple streams, I've been sleeping. I mean, I've always slept okay, right? Like, but I'm talking about deep sleep. I'm talking about I don't want to get out of bed till like 9, 10. I'm talking about like I've been relaxed and I've been burning my candle. It's probably just, a part of the emotional release or whatever. But bitch, let me tell y'all this. And I don't I don't mind your routine. It's okay to keep it basic. And I didn't realize you don't have your intros anymore. No, I don't. I don't, man. So glad to hear. Um, that give me some of that, some good sleep, some deep sleep. I have that. Just you like it, girl. You be like a little, you be like a little T-boo. You be like a little, you know what I'm saying? Be like a little Shein girl. I ain't see nothing wrong with it. Let me tell y'all this shit. Okay. So I'm glad. I've been sick. Oh no, I hope you feel better, baby. And these lives have been giving me life. Oh, it's such a great dress. Haha, it's convenient. And it was like so comfortable even when I was like pregnant. Let me tell y'all this bullshit.
Code sites smarter with fewer plugins and more control on Wix Studio. Build apps faster on Wix Block.
I love y'all. Y'all be showing me love in the chat. It's like, wait, we got that bullshit. Okay, but I already took care of this, and I mentioned it in the video. But I'm like, I'm just come on here and gossip, because yeah, I'm like that, bitch. Okay, so the paperwork where he says that I fucking dropped the baby off and never returned, right? Right, bitch. Okay, check this out. Check this out. Y'all gonna pass out again, bitch. So remember. My baby had slight motor delays. April 5th, that's when the pediatricians diagnosed that. Mind you, April 5th, my ex is the one who took the baby to that appointment for those dates or whatever, for that date or whatever. And that was his first time taking the baby to the pediatrician on his own or whatever, since him and I being apart, obviously, right? So I entrusted him with that appointment because we had exchanged the baby on the 2nd of April. And I break all this down in the video, right? He didn't enroll the baby into that program that he has the baby in until the 15th of May. Okay. So also, aside from saying that I dropped my baby off and never returned, why did he tell that girl who's doing that program for my baby over there that the baby had lived with him for the past few months? And I just clocked it when I read even more of it. But don't worry, I already took care of it. I already reached out to her and told her what the truth was. I gave her documentation and everything. Because remember, April, we exchanged the baby. I just had gotten sick. I'm sorry, but like,
Can you hear me now? I've been muted this whole time. I wasn't muted. I hadn't put myself in chat. I hadn't put myself on. Oh, God. Anyways, I'm gonna start back to what I was saying was, if you would have went and got your fucking child when it was time for you to go get your child in April, and quit giving me this bullshit of you sitting here saying, oh, I got sick. What are you going to do with 2 or 3 more, but their fathers are deadbeats because all they wanted to do was get a nut? Thank you, Joe. I'm sorry. I just didn't add myself whenever I was playing my music. I'm sorry. But what you going to do when you got 2 or 3 youngins running around just because they wanted a nut, got a nut, and left your fucking ass? You still, with 102 fever, have to get up, feed them, entertain them somehow, and lay the fuck down where you can. You can't just give the fuck up. The fuck is wrong with you? I'm glad we see what you fucking thinking of, dumb bitch. Yourself. That's all you think of is yourself. But did y'all hear Callie the whole time? Let me make sure y'all heard Callie. And I said, hey, Joe. But, did y'all hear Callie? Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep going then, since y'all heard her. Because I really didn't give too much commentary until she talking about, well, I got sick. Yeah, okay, bitch. I just want to know what to do when she says that she's going to have more. And, oh my God, I can't get my friggin' mouse off of it. Come on. Okay, there it goes. Oh, shit. I can't get my mouse off of it. Oh, shit. It's going down in quality. Okay. Anyways, but I had said that, her getting sick does not neglect nothing. He didn't hear from her all April and half of May. Or he might have heard from her in April. But I know he didn't hear from her in May. 1 and 2 months, she went without talking to him. And she said March 15th is when he signed that child up for that program. Okay, maybe he didn't know about the program and he wanted to give his son some help because he could see that he was struggling because he couldn't crawl, couldn't sit up by himself, couldn't walk. He wanted to get him some help. And you want to sit back and instead of saying, I'm glad you got our baby help, you want to sit back and say, why in the fuck can't they come to my house?
The past few weeks or month or whatever is not months. So that's his narrative just going again. I clarify. And y'all are reacting like, girl.
Bitch, I bet nobody reacted like that.
Y'all are shook. Girl. Been lying to everybody. I never knew he was a liar like this. I'm editing this fucking video. I'm like, who? Girl.
And you wanted to marry this man. You wanted to have his kids.
Amazon is overcharging you, but I can show you how to avoid it. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first.
Watch this.
Month.
You wanted to marry this man. You wanted to have his children. And now you want a bitch. What the fuck? Thank you, Joe. She's a hot fucking mess.
Said baby had been living with him for the past months. Mind you, I get real tearful. We hadn't even started exchanging the baby again until the mediation thing, and I give you guys context on that this time. And I'm actually really happy I laid this out, because not only does this give you guys the whole case from like my perspective, but like I show y'all how this bullshit like went down.
Remember this, from your perspective, not from nobody else. It's just yours. And you're half fucking crazy as it is. I don't know if I want to believe it.
In detail, and how he was able to get away with so much so fast. But the fact that he lied to the baby's program just to get the baby in. Mind you, why did you wait a month and a half? That's okay. That's all going to be addressed on the 26th or whatever. But month?
Oh, when y'all go to trial, when your trial date comes, you a dumb bitch.
Baby's been living with me for the past few months. Mediation was in March.
All I can tell you is, but you better have Lord, I can't speak. Receipts of you buying diapers, wipes, formula, what the fuck ever, clothes. You better have receipts for all this shit. If you want them to think you had the child for X many months. Okay. Because having a paper trail, as I've told you before, Callie, will help you in the fucking long run. But no, who am I?
Child. Y'all are shook. Y'all are shook. Girl. And I while editing, and I mentioned it, and I already sent her an email, and I'm gonna probably talk to her again soon. Mind you, this is another woman being lied to and manipulated. I don't know what it is about my ex and women. I don't know what women ever did to this man. He will not lie and manipulate another lady on this evening, sir. So that's probably why he's crashing out with Kids Above All, right? Because he's probably mad. I wonder if she's asking questions. I don't know. I mean, it'll all be revealed in due time. But like, he's probably crashing out because I'm probably making more of an impact or something than even I realize. But
I'm making more of an impact than... Okay. No, Callie, if you want to say he's crashing out, it's because he knows he spent a web of lies. And he's going to have to explain those webs of lies come the 26th. You are one dumb broad. Oh my God. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the... Exactly, Kitty. Girl, get Sam Telfler on it.
Like, all I literally told her was, hey, thank you. I indeed did not drop my baby off and never return or whatever. I already had my own routines for the baby. I can give you the pediatric records if need be. And thank you for helping with my baby's development. And I look forward to working with you. And there's no reason why the baby can't get help in my home, because I've made so much space for baby here. Right?
At least I come up with little clever things to call my children. I call my son Monkey. And then as he got older, we called him whatever character he was in at the time. That's Thomas the Train. We call him Thomas. Because he's autistic, ADHD, and ODD. His brain works different. But and I called my daughter Lil Mama until she was like damn near 6. and she would answer me. And she had a word for me, and she called my mama when she was real little. And I can't remember how she would say it, but she would say something referring to me, but she would call my mama. So I don't want to hear none of this bullshit. At least he's trying to get your child help. You're not. You're not doing shit.
So the fact that this man lied yet, just so many lies. I think that we're done now. I think that we're good. I think we're straight because the video's done. And then at the end, I give you guys like little spoilers, like little crash out texts. But girl, coming across that, I was like, Can you imagine that? He thinks you're going to roll over and does just what he says. I don't know who. I don't know which version of me. I don't know who this man thought ever. Sir, I've just been sitting back clocking you this whole time. I mean, I was sick, for God's sake. I mean, I low-key didn't.
But you couldn't bother to try to see your baby on his birthday and for my Mother's Day. But you made sure you went the fuck out for Mother's Day. And on his birthday, who fucking God knows what you done. Oh, that's when you had to see The Guardian.
It's kind of a dark joke now, but I low-key didn't have shit to do but just kind of sit back and watch and see what the fuck was going to happen next. You know what I mean? I've been on to him. I've been on to you, dude. Like, bro, and this was wild. I never knew, but I needed to know. I needed to know this. I never knew he was like this. I never knew.
Shut up, Callie. Damn. I call my kids different nicknames because I have a tendency to mess up names since most of the real names start with. Oh yeah, I understand that, Kitty. I'm just saying, you would come up with a nickname for your child instead of baby. Oh, I got to do something with the baby this weekend. Oh, I got to do this. Some bullshit. You wouldn't just be like, oh, so that's what I'm saying. I used to call my daughter Little Mama and call my son Monkey. It just what it was. And when he got older, we just call him different shit. I've always called him Bay. And so he answers to it. So I don't know.
Do it. So I'm proud of myself though for the video. It's only like 40 minutes long. Shouldn't be that bad. It'll probably be like 40, 45 once I'm done.
Only 40 minutes long.
And editing and everything. But girl, like,
that means you're about to kill 40 minutes of my life. You're about to kill 40 brain cells in my brain to listen to this bullshit.
I'm proud of myself for getting the video together, and it'll be up by mid-morning tomorrow. And then I'll leave you guys with that because after tomorrow, I don't know when I'll go live again, but I wanted to get all the context and everything in regards to what's been going on with this case and just him being shady. Like, that's why I'm throwing in some of his crash out texts because, bitch, even when I fucking first got back in contact with my baby, he's over here. You miserable. This guy is so fucking miserable. I swear, bro. I ain't never met somebody so miserable, bro. I don't even know who the fuck this is anymore, bro. And sometimes I be feeling like I'm just talking to a phantom frequency. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know who he is. He doesn't look recognizable. I don't know who this is. I'm just dealing with a shadow at this point, probably. When I first got back in contact with the baby, he was crashing out. He was like, "You misread the order. You're supposed to see the baby every 2 weeks." I'm like, why in fuck? Like.
Oh, there you go.
When I first got back in contact with the baby, he was crashing out. He was like, "You misread."
Somebody get a screenshot. Anybody get a screenshot. I can give you a minute. Right, Kitty?
The order. You're supposed to see the baby every 2 weeks. I'm like, why in fuck? Like, why in fuck would that be the order? Right? And then when I corrected him, he was like, "Oh, you are indeed right. I apologize. Oh, I just need to talk to my attorney, bro." And like all of his crash out texts, and with him saying, "Oh, I gotta talk to my attorney. I'm gonna talk to my attorney. Cool, I'll call my attorney." It's like, dude, you're fucking. I fucking make a joke in the video. I'm like, bro, like your attorney needs his own pink gaming chair. He's spinning so much. Like he's spinning.
What is that? I do not want it, whatever it is.
Girl, I can't.
Where's my phone?
After today, I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. Because y'all know I'm gonna be not the
Good. Maybe you'll shut the fuck up and actually get your fucking child back. Thank you, Kitty. I'm gonna save that shit too. Yep. Matter of fact, I'm gonna save it. Yes, me and Kitty talk outside of the YouTubers. If anybody gives a fuck, no. We talked in a long time, but she's been having a lot of shit going on, and I have too, so it is what it is. But we're on the same time, so it don't matter when we talk to each other. Anyways,
pink gaming chair. Girl, give the attorney one stat. Give him one stat. Girl, he needs one. Girl, he needed more than I did. Girl, I'm telling you, that man is spinning. I'm telling you, that man is spinning.
but you said the same shit about Shane. And he didn't say a word to your dumb ass. But he was spinning out of control. He's doing this. He's doing that.
I don't understand how people be. I would be too scared of getting caught and exposed. Heavenly girl, I would be too scared of getting caught and exposed like this. Girl, this is what happens. This is what happens. I don't know. This is what's crazy. So, okay, we all know my ex is abusive. We all know he's hostile. We all know he's crashing out here in real time. His behavior.
No, we really don't know that. We just know what you clipped for us to hear. And no, we don't know that he's actually an abusive asshole drunk. That's what you said. Okay? Okay.
He's getting disturbing. So that's why I also really wanted to catch y'all up. So I'm really proud of myself for having the video ready for tomorrow. Because now when he crashes out or does some more fuck shit or another cycle happens or whatever, okay, that's what happened on this evening. Now we're in real time. So I have caught you guys up. I've let you guys know about the case, everything. And I'm proud of that, right? But I still don't know what it's.
I just want, because see, some of these fucking channels have been trying to figure out if I've been talking to anybody, and they're like, "Oh, I bet she still talks to Kitty." No, fuck, I don't. We're living two different lives. Shit's about to go on with her, and when that shit goes down, hopefully I'll be able to meet her then. If not, we'll figure something out once shit's settled. But no, it ain't Kitty I've been talking to, and y'all won't never find out who I've been talking to. So there you go. But no, Kitty was not one of the people or one of my people that I speak to frequently. No. We just started talking like when I first started streaming again.
Problem is, like, I can only make so many assumptions and observations. It's the crashing.
Why are you making it upset? Let's never say it again.
So many assumptions and observations.
Why are you making obsession? Oh God, I want to say obsession. Why are you making those for? Why are you speculating what the fuck's going through his head?
It's the crashing out in real time for me, and it's the always having a problem in regards to. It's like, I get it. He wants to like just cut me out, period, of the baby's life. But like, even the court is not going to grant you that when there are no bases. And thank y'all for the hearts and stuff, y'all. Y'all are so sweet and cute. I love how y'all do that. I love the little reactions on the side. That is so cute. I love seeing it.
I hate that. I hate it because if the chat ain't running fast, you can't see it. You can't see through the shit. So I hate the shit. I wish they'd take it down. Well, I just wanted to clarify that, Kitty, so people know that you're not the person that I speak to on a pretty much daily basis. It's somebody else. And they won't never figure out who I'm really talking to. Because I wouldn't even, trust me, I wouldn't even tell you, Kitty. That's how much I want to keep this person out of anybody's line of sight. And that ain't nothing towards you. It's just that I'm very protective. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same way with you. If somebody was coming after you, I'd have to have a lot to say.
But what's the tea? I don't know what his issue is. Like, a part of me definitely feels like some of this is intentional. But then sometimes when I talk to him, it's like, damn it, this dude is fucking dumb. I'm just like, am I talking to the fucking Captain Morgan bottle at this point? Like, did the bottle...
You know he was a drunk. Still chose to have your baby, which
take over.
A baby is a blessing. But you knew he was drunk, so-called abusive, allegedly. And if he was that abusive and drunk all the time, why in the fuck would you drop your child off with him? Because you felt bad. I'd hate to know if you broke a fucking finger or something. Oh my fucking God.
Is the bottle fucking texting me at this point? Because this is weird. And then, what else is the tea? Then I don't know if he's trying to be manipulative. Like, no, I'm serious, girl. Girl, no, because y'all now know some of his shit is dumb.
Oh, Shane was manipulative too, but didn't say a fucking word.
And it hurts. Like you ever talk to somebody who's like dumb as shit and it hurts? Like it hurts to talk to them. And I'm not talking about like emotional hurt. It's just like it hurts. Like when I had to explain to him the fucking order to see the baby. He's like, you see the baby every 2 weeks. Why? The guardian knows that I hadn't seen my child in 3 months. Every 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
Explain to him the fucking order to talk to them. And I'm not talking about like emotional hurt. It's just like it hurts. Like when I had to explain to him the fucking order to see the baby. He's like, you see the baby every...
There you go, Kitty. Get that one. That'd be a beautiful thumbnail. Dumb bitch.
2 weeks. Why? The guardian knows that I hadn't seen my child in 3 months. Why in fuck would... Why would it only be twice in the follow-up before the fucking case trial? You know what? I can't. I can't. It's dumb shit like that. It's dumb shit. Just like fucking Ooh, I'm gonna show y'all the crash out text for the doctor's appointment. He's acting like you're not a good mom. He's lied so much. He's lied so much about me being a mother, and I think it's catching up. Mind you, he's lied to everyone. He's lied to everyone. He's lied to all his homies. He's lied to that enabling ass woman that I don't like that much. He's lied to everyone. Girl, wait, are you engaged? Sorry, I just got so excited. Look at the ring and you forget. Girl, no, this is for my sponsorship, but I am committed to myself though, out of self-love. I did a video on this sponsorship. I did do like a promo for them or whatever, acting like I was engaged, acting like I was like having a moment, but I'm committed to myself. I low-key, it's crazy. It's a whole story behind this. I feel like I manifested this because this heart-shaped engagement ring, I've always wanted a heart-shaped one. And then here it is, I leave my ex, I'm fucking, establishing myself and doing my mindset, my self-love, and bop, an engagement ring sponsorship shows up. It's still on the channel. I'm leaving them up.
Let me go throw the fuck up. Oh my God. Are you fucking serious? You're fucking... Oh, she makes my brain hurt. Yeah, I understand what you feeling. Exactly, Kitty. Thank you. And that's what I say. I understand why she gave birth. It's because, they told her she couldn't have none because of fibroids where they were at, supposedly. I watched that video. There was barely any fucking tears. That's the reason I say I don't believe she really had them. But, who am I? But, I watched that video and she talking about Shane can't help me out and shit. He was healing from a double breast augmentation. I know that ain't how you say it, but I can't get another word out my mouth. But he just got his boobs took off. And you expect him to help you because your fucking hemorrhoids is hurting? Make that fucking make sense. This is all karma, Callie. All of it. And I hate that your 1-year-old is in the midst of all of it, but this is your fucking karma. You should have vetted him a little bit more before you fucked him and got a kid up in you.
Literally, they hit me up because I don't chase sponsorships. I don't do that. I know some people say that you should like reach out to companies. I don't, because you never know who's legit. You never know who's whatever. But girl, I'm committed to myself though. It's my whole self-love commitment. They always take that route. Yeah. Mind you, he's lied though. He's lied to everyone. I am dating though, but I'm not taking nobody seriously. I'm just enjoying my frequency. But he's lied to.
Bitch, you can say that you manifested this, manifested that you're this, that, and the fourth. Hell yeah, kitty. You got it on. You got everything. Hell yeah. But damn, it didn't take them long to download. But you sit here and you say that hold up, Kitty done fucked me up. Sorry, Kitty.
It's my whole self-love commitment.
Oh, the self-love, the vibrational, the manifestation. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You get one life. This is your one life. Whether you like it or not. Guess what? One life and one life only.
They always take that route. Yeah. Mind you, he's lied though. He's lied to everyone. I am dating though, but I'm not taking nobody seriously. I'm just enjoying my frequency. But
no, you're fine.
He's lied to everybody about me. I love that. Build yourself up to the mountain peaks. I'm so proud of you. Hell yeah. Girl, it was so random. Like, it's like a whole story behind this. This was actually one of the few videos I was able to put out because I posted the video shortly around the time when I got sick, low key, but I was able to pre-record and everything. A lot of the stuff that y'all see on the channel is like low key pre-recorded. Traumatized Girlie was like pre-recorded as fuck for a while there when I was sick, in April and May or whatever. And y'all will
okay, so she probably dropped him off in April, and he didn't hear from her until the day after Mother's Day. So sometime in April to the day after Mother's Day.
probably be able to tell, but this was one of my last things that I was actually able to get out in decent time. And once they reviewed and okayed it, I was able to just like have it go live. So that was great. So I was able to like do this in the nick of time. So I'm blessed for that. But yeah, he wants to like lie and act like I'm not a good mom or whatever. This is what happens. But like, you gotta think about his lies. This is my thing. It's like, okay, I get it. Like, you hate me so much, you would have canceled me in real life. But like, okay, dude, we might need to relax on our allegations because you can only say things that are so extravagant to where they don't work in your favor, which is why I think that he's crashing out in real life, trying to get me to react to him and respond and all this tea because he's got nothing. Right? Because I live in a crack den, right? I'm erratic, I'm unstable, you know what I'm saying? So he pretty much called me a crackhead in the crack den. He said, I dropped the baby off and never return. Maybe he's been living with him for months. He's said a bunch of more bullshit, but like I tend to forget now because it's just been so much. It all blurs together.
He said that your friend's house was a crack den. He didn't say nothing about the house that you're living in, stupid.
Whatever. But this is kind of what happens when you make such strong allegations. You cannot just say someone lives in a crack house or a crack den with like no evidence. And even with him alleging, I just don't believe this man. I don't believe anything he says or does. I just don't. And none of it really makes sense. I have a video of your dad saying that you live in a crack den. Okay, sir, enjoy your frequency. The Guardian clearly didn't give a fuck about that. I don't believe it though. I think that he said that just to be inflammatory. Because it's like, why would that be the evidence other than me in the den myself? Why would you still need third-party evidence? You know what I mean? Like, the man doesn't think, okay, I swear, he needs to manifest himself a brain. All right, he's over here trying to manifest a whole reality where I'm like some awful mama in a crack den. And the whole time, he ain't even manifested, you know, the brain power to do so. So it's like, child, priorities. But... Girl, you need to get him a tarot reading.
I hate that fucking laugh you got, bitch. So bad. Trying to find my chargers, but my computer's back. There you go. Oh, I gotta clean up tomorrow. Tomorrow. I can't remember how the rest of that song goes, but I gotta clean up. Okay. Oh my God, it's doing it again. Stop.
I was trying to find out what his braid is.
Fake ass laugh sounding like a whole chipmunk.
Is my stream going to be used against me? Nope, not at all. None of them have been yet. They're all aware of my channel. They have been, okay, for everyone who is like slow to catching up, or like, I don't know if you're trying to be smart or something, they've been aware of this channel since the start of the case. My ex just thought it would be super cute, super cool to like send the Guardian like certain videos I made, like the one about my child's father. But once again, even after viewing all of those videos where I literally call him spiritually bankrupt, they haven't meant shit. Everyone knows I'm a public person. This is what I'm talking about, brain power. You know, we're going to put spotlight on someone who already has the spotlight. I can't help people who, you know, struggle with critical thinking. But it's all right. It's okay. People are aware of my channel and nothing's happened at all. It's because I know that I'm still within my my bounds. Because it's almost like I've been in court before while being a YouTuber. Y'all need to start learning how to stand in truth. Because when you stand in truth, you don't have anything to worry about.
Oh my God, bitch, all you do is fucking lie. Quit saying stand in your truth. Stand in truth. You sound like that bitch that got locked up for fucking child abuse. Yes, kitty. Yes. What's her name? Damn. The 8 passengers woman. That was their therapist. That's who she's fucking sounding like. If I could come up with the damn name, I'd be all right. Joda Hillebrandt. How the fuck ever you say her name. That's who she sounds like right now. No, not Ruby Frankie. It was Jody. Hildebrandt.
If anything, it kind of makes people start shaking their boots. I don't think it will work against you. If anything, it will probably help. You're not unhinged by any means. I know, girl, but you know they love to call me crazy, girl. You know they love to call me and say, I am fascinated by the frequency. I mean, we'll see. Because if anything, I think, you gotta think about it, like, it's like a bunch of men. Like, the Guardian's a whole man. Like, girl, and like his lawyer, like, you know, my ex's lawyer is a man. Like, can you imagine a bunch of men over there like, okay, yep, we got her now, boys, we got her. And it's just a bunch of women spilling tea and giggling. It would probably piss them off. Men don't relate to this shit. Like, it's not going against you because you're right. I'm telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth. Whether, mad, venting, rightfully so. Like when I fucking, read my doctor's note, because it pissed me off. Because I knew what I went through during that time. And I knew what I felt like. That was difficult. Granted, I probably could have gone about it in a better way. But at that time, I did not know how. But like I said, like, even though, yeah, we're going to go over the withholding on the 26th, so much now has transpired. And I'm just like, it's him crashing out in real time for me. Like, I don't know what this means. I don't. I'm happy and I'm excited.
Kelly, can I ask you, did you just throw up some fucking pink and white shit up in that room? Because I swear to God, that's what it looks like. And you only sit in front of that because you like you like white and pink or whatever. Because it looks janky as fuck. I'm just asking questions just for a friend.
To post the video tomorrow, and I'm so happy it'll be up by mid-morning and everything. But to be honest, like anything else that happens, it will indeed be in real time. Kitty. Because his ass, I don't know what is wrong. Me up here.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Me up here just making jokes.
Shut up. Yeah, I know it was both, but Ruby laid down and had children and still, done what she done. So I know how psychotic mothers can be. Because if you ever get a chance, go to Rotten Mango, and you will have a field day in true crime with this little. She's younger than I am, but I think her husband might be about my age, but I know she's younger than I am. But she sits and talks about true crime cases. She puts pictures up. She does all kinds of shit. Please go check her out. She's a little Vietnamese girl, West Vietnamese, and she is the bomb. That's who I go to sleep to every night. But yes, pink is a little girl vibe. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I don't know what the fuck she's thinking, but that's exactly what it looked like. Looked like some janky ass wallpaper. She threw up there so she'll have a place to sit when she's in her room and can't nobody see shit.
Laughing, whatever. No, that's nothing. Also, too, y'all gotta think, like, it's in the best interest of my baby. I don't even do these series with my baby around, right? And I told you all my my parenting time schedule because I don't have anything to hide. I'm not ashamed. Like, that's another thing too. I kind of peeped to how this whole custody thing, like after everything that I've gone through with him. Let's just go ahead and be honest. Let's just go ahead and be real. Men, when they become bitter, especially abusive men, they want to do humiliation rituals. A lot of women talk about this online. I know Shira has mentioned it when we talk about men's nature. This girl gets a lot of hate. I like her. We can always agree to disagree, but Flawed Villain talks about it. There's another girl on TikTok who talks about it. And to be honest, I kind of peeped, like, over the summer when I was on the verge of missing my baby's first birthday because of this whole court shit and what my ex had like manipulated or whatever. When I got pissed and I spoke out about it finally, that's kind of when I like rejected like the whole negative energy of the whole thing, which I know sometimes people don't understand this, but like when people come for you, you have a choice. You can either succumb to what they're throwing at you and be victimized by it and crumble from it, like how I did in Mass, or you can like, nah, that ain't my frequency, that ain't my energy.
Like how you did in Mass. Bitch, that was a one-woman show in Mass. Shane didn't say a word, a whisper. Blew your way. So I don't know what the fuck you keep comparing this situation to Massachusetts for, when the shit in Massachusetts was dead air. Besides you running your fucking mouth, trying to say he's a narcissist, he's a manipulator, blah, 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 blah.
I'm actually going to stand against it instead. Like how right now, like I know some people may be coming for me or whatever, but I'm not beefing with nobody online. That is so dumb. That's a waste of my time. And plus,
yeah, I'm coming for your ass. I'll be hot on your ass. Actually, people go to Jordan and McKay because of their relationship issues. Who are they? Who are they, Kitty? Now you're the only one in here. I'll take it as two pastors or two fellowship people that they go to.
Like, I don't have time for that, because that would have to be hovering over channels and shit. And and it's not my interest, especially when, everyone's just watching me anyway. At the end of the day, like, I don't really care. But low key, I kind of peeped how ex threatening this whole custody case and then just moving the way he has. I don't understand why he's escalated in his own case. He's so thirsty to want to try to like take the baby and leave. But it's like, dude, even the court's not going to let you do that, because it's almost like they're not seeing me as unfit. And so it's like the whole humiliation show, because like, imagine if I would have succumbed to this case. Imagine if when I would have, spoke up about what happened, I could have come on here crying, oh, he took my baby, I'm never going to get the baby back. And then I'll pitiful and pathetic and all that shit. Or I could be like, no, I peep what's going on. In fact, when I'm ready, I'm going to expose him with receipts, like how I am now. Like, this is what I'm talking about. I'm catching you guys up. This is shit that I've been dealing with I've been dealing with this for almost a year. It's about to be exactly a year since I even left this man. There's another reason why I don't understand his problem. It's like, sir, I'm quite...
A year almost to the date that you met. Let me hear that again.
Peep what's going on. In fact, when I'm ready, I'm gonna expose him with receipts, like how I am now. Like, this is what I'm talking about. I'm catching you guys up. This is shit that I've been dealing with I've been dealing with this for almost a year. It's about to be exactly a year since I even left this man. There's another reason why I don't understand his problem. It's like, sir, I'm quite exhausted of you. But he thought that he could do this custody case and shame me.
Okay, so it's been a year since you left, almost a year since you left his house. Okay.
Because, when you're like a single mom and you leave somebody, and like, you're a public person like how I am, people are going to inquire about your child. People are going to wonder, okay, where's your kid? What happened? And it's like, I feel like he wants like this whole story. Oh, he took custody because and he wants to finesse his own narrative about it, right? And then if he were going off of his original petition, it would say, crackdown and all that. But obviously the case has shifted since December when he came after me, right?
Do they got a page?
Women are...
Shut up. Do they got a page or a YouTube channel? So I can go look them up. Now we got 3 people. Okay. Well, send me a link on Discord, please. Thank you, boo.
Silence so much during hard times in our lives. Yeah. And it's so refreshing hearing you stand up for yourself and speaking your truth for you and your babes. Yes, of course I am. This man,
bitch, whoever is gaslighting you in that damn chat, they need to stop. They need to stop gaslighting your ass. Just about shit with Shane. Everybody in their mom was gaslighting your ass, even down to Alex Glitter shit. That was supposed to be your best friend. All she did was give you lies, feed you lies. You ate it up for lunch, dinner, and dessert, and kept it pushing. Shut the fuck up. I don't believe half of what you fucking say. So shut up.
Now, I don't know what relevance this man thinks. Like, going to go. Love you, girl. Have a great life. All right, good night, love bug. You take it easy, baby.
Okay, thank you.
But this man, I think he wanted to finesse a narrative to where it's like, oh, I took custody and now look at you. You're a babyless because you ain't shit or something. And like, to wear that shame or something. Now, this is just me trying to have a bit of an understanding.
Look at that shit. Look at that. What is that? Is it? Thank you, Kitty. Is it wallpaper? It's got to be the way. I mean, but
I could be off in my theory, but I do know that this is a humiliation ritual because no mother ever willingly misses the child's first birthday. And honestly, no mother ever even willingly misses Mother's Day. Even with being sick and stuff and me, kind of being wary, I still reached out. I still did because I was like, yo, I haven't heard anything, but my bleeding's getting a little bit better, so whatever. And I'm actually still really blessed and grateful. I am so grateful. Like, I know people have their opinions. Everybody's entitled. I don't really care. I know I did the right thing by not telling him. Yes, it ended up the baby was being withheld. And of course, I'm not saying that like my heart doesn't break for my child because of, the trauma and everything, because of course, but for.
And see back here, what the hell is that back there? Is that crown molding or something they put the paper up against, or is the paper coming off the fucking wall? Tell me what y'all think. I don't know if I can. We're going to do a poll. See if anybody else comes back in here. We're going to do a poll. What the hell am I doing? I guess you're my top number one chatter. So that's the reason it's got Queen of number one on there, Kitty. I guess. I don't know. How do I do a fucking... No. How do I do a community post? Okay, I don't even know how to do fucking that anymore. YouTube studios and stream. Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, I ain't doing this fucking gold shit. There's not enough people in here to do it. So there ain't no sense in me doing it. I don't know. I'm getting some pretty good payback. Getting some pretty good shit. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. Okay. Where? Okay, I'm looking for my video. I'm about to let this play while I look for my video.
For me, during the time period when it was really scary for me, I'm so happy I did not tell him, because this case could have gone worse for me, because what they could have done, and this happens to women, and some of those custody cases I tell you guys about, like with Brandy Exley and stuff like that.
Join eToro's Learn and Earn Challenge and earn cash. It's easy. Visit etoro.tw/earn. Take some.
Shut up.
The woman, if she has active health issues, those will start to be used against her in court. And then they will spin that narrative of unfitness. Oh, you're too sick to fucking take care of the baby. I am grateful and I am blessed that I did not open up vulnerably to this man and tell him, hey, I'm bleeding with fevers. I'm on bed rest and I don't know what's going on. I wouldn't have even had an idea until the 28th of April. So I would have had to go 20 days without knowing. Mind you, 28th of April, he tried to default the case. He was looking. And when you guys read some of his texts, you're going to see he was always looking for something. Because he's always like, trying to escalate. He's just a fucking crash out, man. I don't know what to say. He's a fucking crash out, bro. Like, I don't even know what his problem is, but I'm happy I did it like this, because even though, yes, this happened, it's like, look at how this still worked in my favor despite the odds. Yes, unfortunately, I missed my baby's birthday. Yes, even Mother's Day, I was going through it. But by me not being vulnerable with this man, right, by me not telling him, I'm down bad, I don't know what's going on, I'm scared of all fucking thing. And plus, that diagnosis could have gone any other way. I wouldn't have known it was dissolving fibroids until at least the 28th. But it could have been anything else, right? Look at how this still worked in my favor despite everything. Yeah, the 3 months happened. You know, I was clocking him. It got kind of weird and scary there because I'm fucking doing, you know, police reports, reporting the withholding.
Oh.
Then I'm fucking finally, you know, realizing that shit, maybe I shouldn't be representing myself pro se. My family member steps in and she's like,
Oh my God, Callie. How many times are you going to say the same shit over and over and over and over again? Please explain that to me because I don't understand it. Because I don't know. You got me fucked up. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to say. She keeps repeating herself. I don't know what to say.
know what? Absolutely not. This man will not. Like, this is disgusting. I see what he's trying to do, and it's gross. And so she steps in, and, you know, I'm blessed for her. I didn't even have her before, right? And so then, even though I missed my baby's birthday, I still ended up meeting with the GAL on my child's birthday, despite all of this stuff. And I told him immediately what was going on. And then, you know, the following few days, I'm finally reunited with my baby and finally exposing this man on the 26th of this month for what he did these past few months. That is actually...
I'm so glad you think that's what's going to happen. Shit could go a whole nother fucking way, bitch. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand that? I guess you don't. Oh, shit. I can't fucking find my shit. Dashboard. Anyways.
A much better outcome than what I could have faced if I would have told him, hey, I'm down bad. I'm having these crazy fevers. Especially seeing that he was already trying to default the case with the quickness. We would have been in a lot more territory. And like, even though I have a wide, big supportive platform, girl, I'm talking about, I would have probably needed me an advocacy group, even aside from Kids Above All. I'm talking about like custody, like custodial advocacy. Like I would have needed to like raise hell because it would have been a big, big, big injustice. Because if I had been vulnerable with this man, he could have like spun a narrative, and it's fucked up because I could already see how that could go. He could have spun a narrative and say, she's too sick to take care of the baby. Bitch, I just finished up my last doctor's appointment like yesterday, right? And then I'm still going to do another follow-up appointment and talk to the doctor again like next month. So even though my fibroids are dissolving, and yes, things are looking good, technically this shit didn't really get resolved until right around now. And we already had a couple court dates. No.
That you missed. Get it right now. That you missed. So, okay. Hell, one of my videos, I don't remember what video. It was Life of a Free Spirit, You Need to Stop. Got age restricted to 18. I don't know why that happened, but it did. Of course, Life of a Free Spirit, You Need to Get Off the Internet. Was copyrighted because I use copyrighted music, obviously. And hey y'all, Who's Up got a copyright, which I knew that I would. So, anyways,
because then they would have been all up on my shit, and I wouldn't have known that could have gone left, because they do use like health situations against folks. And I don't know what I would have done if that would have happened to me. It's like, even though what happened sucked, and I'm just on here just really exposing my ex's behavior because this shit is gross. I mean, you wanted to pawn this baby against me so bad to where you traumatize our baby out of your own pride, control, your darkness, and your ego, trying to, like, I don't know, humiliate me or something. And the whole time, like, you're just showing me and everyone how disgusting you've always been. And once again, reminding me as to why I left. You know what I'm saying? This was never a friend of mine. This was just some ass. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know who this dude is, for real. So a part of me is grateful that it worked out this way, even though I am, you know, exposing him and stuff like that or whatever, because women go through this all the time. And like, you know, a lot of abusive men do come for custody after the relationship ends. And a lot of men do this shit as a way to, like, you know, taunt women and get to the woman after the breakup. But I'm just sitting here in my frequency, because this is kind of what happens like when you're already over someone. Like, you just don't give a fuck. Like, okay, I'm just gonna expose you. Cool. like him crash out in public.
Oh,
I'm so happy I caught
God.
y'all up now.
Yes, dude.
And now y'all are gonna have the video. This man crash out or pull some old fuck shit. Now we're in real time. I can just come on here. Hey y'all, he did this today. Can y'all believe that shit? Makes my life easier. I had to engage him in real life.
Oh, shit.
We simply exchange our child and that's it. I don't know why he needs to crash out every time.
Holy shit, quit saying fucking crash out. Bitch, you too old to be using that fucking lingo. Anyways, but she talks about the same shit over. And I know in the past 3 fucking live streams that I've done, she says the same shit. So I can't wait to see this fucking stream with all his receipts and shit. Hers better be in there too. That's all I gotta say. Or I'm saying something.
Anything happens. That's another thing that's just weird. Like he's just, I don't know what his problem is. I mean, I'm still trying to figure that out, but I'm happy.
You sure he ain't a narcissist? Like you said Shane was?
And I'm relieved that things are working out or whatever. Like, you know, and then like, who knows how that would have went, right? Like, you know, if I would have told them about me being sick or whatever, because even when I talked to the Guardian, all I told the Guardian was that, oh yeah, you know, the whole thing with my fibroids is clearing up now. And, you know, I am, you know, hoping for better news, but mind you, that was July, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have my first Doppler appointment, the internal and the external, until the 25th. When I met with the Guardian, that was like early July. It was starting to look good. The only thing that I knew even in July was that I wasn't having fevers or whatever. And I show you guys like my my period tracker. I did have some like kind of crazy periods. Like I technically had 2 periods in July, but that's because, you know, my period had ended at the end of June into July, and I had another period in July or whatever. But that was okay. There was still no bleeding in between. The first month where the bleeding in between stopped was June, right?
Okay, that just didn't make fucking sense to me. My goddamn brain hurts. What in the fuck? I ain't know we were going around our finger to get our asshole. Son of a bitch.
I knew even in July was that I wasn't having fevers or whatever. And I show you guys like my that I, oh, what his problem is. I mean, I'm still trying to figure that out, but I'm happy and I'm relieved that things are working out or whatever. Like, you know, and then like, who knows how that would have went, right? Like, you know, if I would have told them about me being sick or whatever, because even when I talked to the Guardian, all I told the Guardian was that, oh yeah, you know, the whole thing with my fibroids is clearing up now. And, you know, I am, you know, hoping for better news, but mind you, that was July, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have my first Doppler appointment, the internal and the external, until the 25th. When I met with the Guardian, that was like early July. It was starting to look good. The only thing that I knew even in July was that I wasn't having fevers or whatever. And I show you guys like my my period tracker. I did have some like kind of crazy periods. Like I technically had 2 periods in July, but that's because, you know, my period had ended at the end of June into July, and I had another period in July or whatever. But that was okay. There was still no bleeding in between. The first month where the bleeding in between stopped was June, right? That shit went on in April, May, June, right? So I'm grateful because that's the thing. It's like some of this stuff is, you kind of never know. But I mean, we'll see.
Okay. Oh my God. So basically, you were able to take care of the child. What is it, March, April? Then you started feeling sick. So then you exchanged the child and never texted him or nothing else until the day after Mother's Day. Okay. Sounds like a beautiful mother to me. Beautiful mother. She's the best ever.
We'll see what happens. It's just now got to go over, you know, the withholding or whatever. But now it's like between everything that's happened, you know, with my baby and everything and him crashing out in real time. It's like, I don't know. Because now it's like we have a whole lot to talk
Callie, you're getting old as fuck.
about. And sometimes that can kind of complicate court. It's kind of annoying. Family court is one of the most annoying courts to be in. And I can tell you guys that, like, I like criminal court a lot more. Criminal court is fucking easy. You fucking, you know, have your criminal reports and all this, and you fucking submit your evidence, and bop, they just moving forward. Bop, they moving forward. And they move forward with quickness in criminal court. Family court is so damn procedural. Everything needs to be fucking motioned up. And if you have...
Because they're trying to depend on what parent a child should go to permanently, while the other party has the weekends and maybe some of the weekdays while they're little before they go to school. Bitch, they're trying to make sure your child ends up where it should, not where you want it to be. Oh my God.
A lot of information or a lot of evidence, they fucking will just do status dates and they spread it out. And so it's just like, ugh. And like, you know, when they do the statuses, those are different from hearings, right? So something will go to hearing when you need to go over it with a good amount of time. So the hearing, thank y'all for the hearts. Thank y'all for the heart. The hearing is what I have been needed in this goddamn case. This is our first hearing in this fucking case since it started. This is our very first, I mean, if you want to count the fucking order of protection thing, they threw it out. But this is our very first hearing since this case fucking started. The rest has just been status. And like, you know, little updates like with mediation and the gal. This case, this is a hearing case. When it started, it should have been a fucking hearing because the allegations are false, right? But no, they just fucking, you know, moved it forward and tried to figure it out. But then, you know, life happened. And it's like, you can't really status call that when there's a lot more to discuss. So I'm excited because yes, please, let's talk all of this.
Personally, Callie, personally, Callie, if I was you, and I'm not you, so whatever, I'd go to my own doctor's office, have everything printed out from January if you got to. Have it all printed out. And matter of fact, take two of them. So his lawyer can have one, your lawyer can have one. And it tells when the dates you come in and when the dates you didn't. Okay? So, and what it was for. Why you come in. Why did you come in? Basically. Okay. If you don't do that and you expect the court to subpoena your medical records, that's just going to take even longer, you dumbass whore.
Bullshit. For the first time in life. Please. Shit. That's another reason I was like, I'm going to just go on my channel for this shit. I'm going to just go on my channel. But by the time they catch up and everything, who knows what'll happen? I got a fucking audience right here. I have a platform right here. I have a voice right here. I ain't waiting on nobody for no quote unquote justice, especially not with my baby in the mix. No, I ain't waiting on nobody else's time to try to tell me what. No. So I just came on here because I'm like, no, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna wait. Like, yeah, I'm grateful things are, you know, working out, but who knows how long it would have taken? And then with my health shit in the mix too, child, please. No.
Shut up about your fucking health problems. Nobody cares.
Wait on anybody. You know that whole statement, nobody is coming to save you. It's so serious. Sometimes in life we need to save ourselves. Sometimes in life we need to be our own advocates.
Oh my God, you just realized that at like 32, 35 years old, you just realized that you have to take accountability for the shit that you've done in your life. Holy fuck. This is news to me. I didn't even know it. Damn, she sounds like a squirrel. Well, I got her up to 1.5. But when we go into the receipts video, I'm going to put her back on 1.25.
Like we need to fucking speak up and go against the grain and say fuck no to everyone and everything that wants to stand in the way. Seriously. No one's coming to save you. No one's gonna fucking, you know, advocate for you the way you can advocate for yourself. And you know nobody's gonna advocate for your babies the way you can. You know what I mean? Like, it pisses me off in this case. I'm the only one that mentions my baby. You know, my ex does this like performative ass shit in the text messages, like, oh, I only have the baby's best interest in mind. But when it comes to talking, up, like speaking, motherfuckers don't mention my baby. Even the guardian doesn't mention my baby like that. And I mean, I just met him, so maybe I'm judging him too harshly or something, but I'm the only one that's like, yeah, my baby didn't know where his mother was for months. I'm concerned. My ex is an alcoholic. I was sick, but then when I reached back out, I was constantly denying. Like, I don't know what this means for my baby as far as moving forward. What's my baby going to think when we finally do get adjusted back? How is my baby doing? Like, I'm the only one. You know, no one's going to push for your child like the mother. You know, and that bond is...
Nah, shit. And if you say something about a bond between a child and a mother is that strong, I'm going to come to Chicago and whoop your ass myself.
It's inseparable. Motherfucker did all this trying to sever me from the baby. That baby's still crazy about me. And I'm still crazy about the baby. You know?
Oh my God. I'm about done with this shit. I mean, you can understand her, right, Kitty? Even though I got her pushed up. Can you still understand her? Okay. Thank you.
And that's another thing too. It's like, I know some people, you know, the parenting time visiting thing, it's just temporary. You know what I mean? Like everything has to be reviewed on the 26th or whatever. But I immediately took the parenting time order as a good sign because they do not give parents they view as a danger to their children that kind of a visitation schedule. They just don't. All those allegations that my ex made, all those things that he said, if the court actually deemed that as applicable, I would not be having weekly overnights with my child. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't. They don't play that. If I was a deadbeat, they'd be fucking, you know, pissed off. They don't do that. You know, parents they actually view as unfit or a danger. That's when they get those like, you know, one supervised visit a month or every couple months or, and no overnights. Some of them do unfortunately lose their, like, you know, like drug addict parents or, you know, parents who've been in and out of jail.
Why you gotta say it like that? Drug addicted parents. Why you gotta say it like that, Callie? Or people that's in prison and roll your eyes at the same fucking time. Fuck you. You think you know struggle, you don't know fucking struggle. I got a whole fucking 10 buckets of water to pour on your goddamn head for you to understand what fucking trauma and being addicted to something is. Fuck you.
Or parents who have actually had their kids in really dangerous situations, like, you know, awful conditions, like dilapidated type shit. You know what I mean? Parents like that.
K-12 makes going back to school easy.
Okay, I'm over.
We deliver an education that takes your child.
Our mothers, drug addict parents. I was a fucking drug addict. My bills were paid. My children had clothes and diapers on their asses. My son, I don't believe he was using diapers anymore. But everything. Excuse me. It don't make a damn lick of fucking sense.
This video covers an in-depth matter between the people versus Captain Morgan. During this video, you will see receipts, unexplanatory dramatic events, and of course, bullshit. Captain Morgan has now been exposed for receipts.
Hey y'all, my receipt video is finally here and ready. Finally. I mapped out an entire time.
Explanatory dramatic events, and of course, bullshit. Captain Morgan has now been exposed with receipts.
Hey y'all, my receipt video is finally here and ready. Finally. I mapped out an entire timeline, even for myself. So this video will indeed have like video chapters and timestamps to make it easier for you guys to go along and everything. And so like a map out of like that same timeline will be like in the comments in the description to hopefully make this video easier for you guys to, you know, see like all the stuff that happened and went down. Also, before I continue into this video, you know, I've been needing to give you guys another really important detail. There are also going to be a few, like a couple of Easter eggs in this video because while going over all this stuff, I was like, ooh,
I need to cross my T's and dot my I's in a couple of places. And as of right now, like as we speak, I've already done that. And so you guys will find that out later on in the video. However, I'm going to give you guys a bit of context. So you all know in my streams that I've been doing, I mentioned how I had an order of protection against my ex when he started this case against me, right? So remember, I was served the day after Christmas, right? So when the case started up, I forget what day we were in court in January. But I know that I ended up getting my order of protection granted. All I know is it was before my birthday, and it lasted for 3 weeks. It has to be, let's just say, anywhere between like the 21st to like the 31st of January, right? So that's when it, was thrown out, because the emergency order of protection or whatever was granted, and then it was thrown out once the case started up or whatever, right? And so even though they wanted us to exchange the baby and all of that stuff, that wasn't necessarily mentioned, because the thing that was immediately mentioned was mediation after the January date. Mind you, paternity had not been established or anything. So technically they do mediation if like paternity's established. They do that more.
Apparently wasn't adjusting to. Oh, okay.
For like divorced couples and stuff like that. It's really odd that this went straight into mediation first off, and our first mediation date was in early March, because the
Thank you, Kitty.
protection was thrown out. I actually did.
That's what I've said on a lot of these videos towards her, is that what if you did have your baby and you were fucking bleeding like that, but you had to be on bed rest, but he needed food, he needs to do this, he needs to do that. I'm just saying, she wouldn't last a goddamn day in a real mother's fucking shoes. Never.
On to my child until mediation, because you know what?
Oh yeah, and if y'all want a clip that I have was on drugs, I've been clean for 12 fucking years, motherfuckers. I
forgot to tell you guys, I ended up calling the mediator and telling her that my ex is abusive. I'm worried. So just like how I told you all that in court in January, I told all these people, I told all of them. Oh, well, that's their frequency. But I told them, I literally told everybody, I was like, this is post-separation abuse. I was like, I'm afraid that he's going to escalate this case. I'm like, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. And I mean, we see where we're at today. But I told them. And I will say that the mediator, she was probably one of the most understanding people in this case, probably a lot more understanding than the guardian. The guardian's a man, too, by the way. I'm just saying. Men aren't, they lack like emotional depth. They lack like emotional understanding.
No, bitch. No. Not every man is like that. Just because you come across some of these motherfuckers that's high, they think they're highfalutin, so they gonna act the way the fuck they gonna act, does not mean that every man does act like that. There's men that still open up car doors after 50 fucking years of opening up car doors for their wives. They're still doing such and such because of their wives after 50 something fucking years old. Fuck you, Callie.
And intelligence, and so they don't really understand how imperative it is for a child to have proper development and
exactly
like and the nurturing from the mother. A lot of men like don't know or care about what women go through as postpartum, and a lot of men also. So I'm not saying the guardian is like this, because he's a man, and it's a lot of men in this case. I'm just saying, and the judge is a woman or whatever.
Who gives a fuck? I've had a female lawyer, and she still sentenced me to a fine and community service. So what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? It don't matter what they got between their legs. They're going to rule the fucking way they want to rule. Dumbass.
Whatever, but it's a lot of men. I mean, you have my ex, you have this attorney who's a man, you have the guardian who's a man, and then you have my family member who's a woman. It's just like,
oh my God.
it's just a lot. But these men don't understand things. And also too, when abuse, a lot of men, like I do believe, and I'll say this, I believe that the guardian only believes that abuse is real if it's physical. I believe that the guardian doesn't, I don't know if he doesn't understand or if he is, I don't know if he's privy to emotional and psychological like abuse and manipulation. But either way, shout out to the mediator. I really appreciate her. I enjoy working with her.
Oh, okay. So now the guardian don't know that you were psychologically abused. How could he if nobody told him? But if you're psychologically abused, I'd be on the fucking highest building I could be on screaming I was fucking mentally abused by this SOB. Kelly, you're dumb. You're handing him all the ammo he can possibly have.
When I did. So long story short, when I called her like almost immediately. I probably called her like a week or two after they threw out my order of protection. And I said, hey, you know, my ex is abusive. I don't really want to have contact. And mind you, when I got my order of protection and it was granted in January, this is when my dad had already cut contact with my ex. Because my ex was like, you know,
let me read it for y'all. This is what Kitty said. There's some real gentlemen, Lord. I'm trying to come up with that shit. There are some real gentlemen out there. She just isn't looking hard enough. That is her view, not mine. I bet the guardian clocked her at the start. Thank you. Bitch, she don't understand.
Similar to how my ex was like talking to the ex-friend about how he couldn't wait to get his weapons back and fuck me up and all that shit. Like all of that. So like, you know, talking shit to my dad. And it's like during the holidays, dude, I had just dropped the order of protection just so, you know, he could have access to the baby and do exchanges. But my ex like never knew how to act. Like this
sounds like you're a dumbass for dropping it, huh? You dropped it and got your baby took from you. You're a genius.
Whole like weird ass thing happened with like my diaper bag where my dad claims that he brought the diaper bag with, but my ex never brought it back, and then he was like bitching about the diaper bag. My ex, not my dad, was like bitching about the diaper bag. See, I have my own diaper bag. It was just stupid and just dramatic, and I'm just like, dude, you have the diaper bag, whatever. I don't know. He probably gave it to one of his friends who's like more in need for it because it was like my fake Birkin. Like I remember my fake Birkin, right? That I used to like, you know, troll and like play with on my channel and my Instagram. I turned that into like, you know, my diaper bag because, you know, bougie mom, whatever. So he probably gave it to one of his like, you know, friends who probably needed it more than me. So, you know, enjoy. But yeah, so that happened, and then like my dad got tired of the shit, and you know, then my dad, you know, stopped being a liaison. So I didn't even have anybody anymore who wanted to go in between. And all of my friends and all my family like were straight. Like after like what happened with my ex-friend and you know what happened with my dad, like no one on my side really wants anything to do with my ex and thinks that this whole thing is just absolutely disgusting and everything that he's done with the baby and all that. Like everyone just finds him very gross. And I don't blame them. Everybody's entitled to their own thoughts, beliefs, and their own frequency, right? So I'm just like, yeah, all right. So
bitch, you say frequency. You say it sounds like you're talking about aliens, that you're tapping into secret that you're tapping into their sequence. I can't even fucking say it. I'm tired. Let me go back.
This whole thing is just absolutely disgusting and everything that he's done with the baby and all that. Like everyone just finds him very gross. And I don't blame them. Everybody's entitled to their own thoughts, beliefs, and their own frequency, right?
Frequency. Okay. It sounds like you're talking to aliens or talking about aliens when you say frequency. Get it through your thick ass skull. Everybody has their own aura, and everybody has, because that's the reason some people go after some people, because their aura is different than what they've seen before. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bitch. Oh my God, I hate this shit. I guess so, Kitty. She I used a diaper bag until my last baby was 2. Yeah, same with me. Oh damn, she's inside Scientology. Probably.
So I'm just like, yeah, all right. So it was pretty high conflict. So I did call the mediator and I told her, I was like, he's abusive. I don't feel comfortable exchanging my baby right now. And so can I just like, hold on till I speak to you? And she was like, yeah. She's like, because by the time, we all sit down, we're probably going to do some type of a parenting time or like a visitation thing anyway. So this is where that whole, parenting time phrase or whatever, this is where that comes from. It's in regards to visitation, right? And it can shift and it can fluctuate. It doesn't necessarily mean, it can play into custodial and allocation of right orders, but it doesn't necessarily mean that within itself. It's just simply scheduling in time, with the child, right? And so that's what I ended up doing. And so I will say though, when we did, meet with the mediator and everything, my ex like demanded a week. He was like acting a plum fool even there, and he was just like, he was kind of acting like how he did at the pediatrician's actually.
Look at her dumbass trying to look to see if she can remember.
My ex like demanded a week. He was like acting a plum fool even there, and he was just like, he was kind of acting like how he did at the pediatrician's actually.
Her dumbass sitting there looking like, I'm trying to think if I'm lying or not. Yes, exactly, Kitty.
Ooh. I don't know. I might have to go live. We might have to talk again. I don't know. I'm trying to just do this video for y'all, and y'all know I'd be like thinking or whatever. I promise I'll like, do this the best I can. I just want to give you guys context and give you guys, because the mediation thing is actually really important. Because obviously I, held on to the baby until mediation. So that would be, January to March. That would be about 2.5 months, right? If you see where I'm going. And so then in mediation, my ex demanded a week. And so I was like, okay, cool. We can do a week. We can do it at this location, whatever. Now, about this time period, and I'm already having this looked at. At this time, my baby, I had already, scheduled to have my baby do the updated shots for, March over, because remember I missed the second mediation, right? That's why we have a guardian, because I missed the second mediation because I took my baby to his appointment or whatever, and for the shots or whatever. And so I had to reschedule that because at first it was scheduled for like early March, but I didn't want to miss too much court, obviously. So I was like, okay, whatever, I can take the baby to this. And if they have a question or an issue, I can just tell them. Mind you, I was still representing myself pro se though. So, but I took my baby to the updated shots appointment.
You ain't a bad bitch because you represent yourself. You look stupid. You looked a fucking clown. You look like a fucking clown to them people.
I think that was March 18th, right? And I think that was when the second mediation happened. It was supposed to happen in person, and I didn't make it because obviously I took my baby to the appointment. But then, of course, because I did not make that appointment, I believe that may have counted against me, because then the next court date, I believe.
Sorry, I got to speed her up some more. She's getting on there.
From what I've seen, I could be wrong, because mind you, I ended up getting sick in April. The next court date after that 18th mediation was indeed the 28th date. But I could be wrong about that, because I'm not sure, because I do know that I showed up.
Okay. Hey, do you have the update court? Do you have the updated court dates? I followed what the mediator said, but today wasn't the day. Just need the correct info to move forward. Yeah, my lawyer contacted me yesterday. That was a miss on the mandate. Hold on. The mediator part. The court date is later this month. He's going to get info on that. Do you still want Blank back tomorrow? I'm willing to keep him longer if you would like me.
One day in early April. In fact, I think I actually showed up on April 8th, the same day that I called my nurse and my doctor.
This is to confirm that the above named person is a patient medical group. Bitch, you've already been doxxed. Your whole damn name has been put out there. Whatever. The nurse line told today. Hold on. The nurse line today to report expecting excessive fever and bleeding batter. Oh, fuck. She reported a fever of 102. She stated that she is not comfortable on her menstrual cycle, but she is experiencing it within the next week. The patient has been advised to minimize physical activity and remain bed rest until the matter resolves. She is scheduled for a follow-up appointment on April 25th. Okay.
Like the whole fever and stuff, and they told me that I didn't have to be in the day. And I think that April 8th date, we didn't have an official date yet. And then that follow-up was the 28th, and I wasn't aware until I got that email. But I believe perhaps that might have been the original, because it was the mediator who gave us that April 8th date, but ended up being wrong. Because I texted my ex about that. And like, I can show you guys that text, that he didn't know about that date either, right? So yeah. Long story short, I'm mentioning the mediation and what happened there because him withholding the baby, especially through this guardian ad litem stuff, it could, now this is a theory, right? This is, but it could be honestly a form of retaliation or whatever. However, you don't play games with a child. I mean, it takes a sick person to like weaponize a child, because all it does is hurt the baby.
No, normal parents go through this shit. If they give a fuck about their kids, one's gonna be an asshole, one's gonna be a bitch, and you ain't gonna fix that person because that's how they decided to present themselves when the shit started. Now, do I believe he started in the pediatrics office? Hell no. Do I think he cussed your ass out? Yeah, over text. Do I think he went to fuck off over the paperwork talking about you have to have to get him every 2 weeks? And you haven't explained the paperwork to him? I believe that. Other than that, I don't believe nothing you got to say.
Right. And this is also what's interesting. So my baby wasn't having many development issues, or at least from between my reports and my reports with Kids Above All for the development stuff that we do or whatever. The baby was doing fine. My last updates were late March from both. And this is what's interesting. So let's just go ahead and do the timelines. I can go ahead and I can get into all that now, and I can break all of that stuff down for you guys.
Make your browser fast. Make your browser safe.
So, okay, it's April. So April 2nd is actually when I exchanged the baby for drop-off for another week with my ex. And then I set him all up and everything with what he would need to take the baby to the doctor on April 5th, right? And when he took the baby to this appointment, he took the baby with his friend's mom. His friend's mom, who he's been showing up steadily like with, because I guess when he's at work, she's actually the one raising the child. So the child is actually not around actual blood relatives or even remotely close family, because that is not a paternal aunt. It would take a simple blood test to know that. That is his friend's mom, okay? And so the baby is really just being raised. I mean, kudos. I mean, good luck with that. But the baby's just honestly, essentially being raised by a stranger. I mean, I know that she's considered family to him or whatever, but it's a much more different environment than being raised by actual family. I mean, that should be common sense, right? And then mind you,
and I'm gonna tell you again, Callie, go throw that fucking wig away. And your eyelash is janky again. Holy fuck, do you not know how to glue? Or are they so fucking big on your eyes that they're caterpillars?
He's the mother of that like enabling house where he gets like super messed up at. So I can only imagine, his drinking habits nowadays, because now with her being all close up in the mix between both houses, everybody's probably just getting messed up like all the time, right? And that's a concern, right? So I'm just saying. So then on the 7th of April, I had my light spotting and my bleeding the night before. And then when I woke up on the 8th, I had heavy bleeding. I was dizzy, all that. I had my fever and all that. And that's when I called my nurse and the doc and all that. And, my note was, imprinted in my chart, right?
Okay. I gotta get my glasses. I'm going cross-eyed trying to look at read this fucking shit. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I gotta get them fitted again because I thought they fit on my head right, around my ears right, but they really don't. Still plan on getting him today at 6, like we originally agreed. That's fine. I suddenly want more time with my son. I'll be there at 6. Of course, just let me know ahead of time so that way I can schedule it. Bitch, you gotta schedule somebody in, you stupid as fuck. It all has to align is all. I guess that's what that word is. I don't fucking know. I can't have read y'all, especially out loud. Fuck. If I read it to myself, I probably would figure it out, but I can't figure it out. I'm too tired to figure it out. I'll be there at 6 as well. Text me when you're on your way. Okay, I don't see nothing bad about these fucking text messages.
And so you guys know that on the 9th, I was scheduled to pick up my baby, but I wasn't feeling well. And I told you all that. And so I let him know that I wasn't feeling well. And then, on the 10th, I told my ex, like, hey, thanks for keeping the baby.
Okay. We'll definitely keep him longer. Please let me know for sure if you are wanting to pick him up today or at least a later date. Thank you for keeping him. Thanks for keeping him. I'll let you know.
I'll let you know, and then I was like just going through it. On the 12th of April, I ended up going to urgent care, but then urgent care just said irregular menstrual bleeding. So I had to follow up back with my doctor. So I figured I would just go ahead and, go to my appointment, go to my follow-up on the 28th of April, right? And then on the 16th of April, that's when my ex last checks in and wants to know if he'll still have the baby through.
Hold on. A core. I just wanted to reach out. Is doing great. I'm not sure if you're feeling sick, but I just wanted you to know is good. With Easter coming and trying to make plans and wanted to make sure I'd still have him with me, please let me know. I plan on bringing him to see the Easter Bunny on Monday. Thanks for caring for him during this time. I've been managing some ongoing ongoing health challenges related to fibroid. Thank you.
Easter. Mind you, I'm not even in the app during this time period. I'm dealing with my bleeding. I'm dealing with the on and off fevers. My cycle does start up I think, I don't know, I'll show you all the tracker. I think it started up that following week or whatever. And you guys see April is wild. I know I have some of the notes or whatever highlighted for you guys because I use the P tracker app with a little flower, as you guys can see. So the little gray dot notes or whatever. They don't show up that well. I hope they're showing up well for you guys. I mean, you all can zoom in. I don't really care what y'all do with this video. I'm just doing it for context. And I'm also doing this to go behind and expose this man for receipts because absolutely not. And so we just do that. And so mind you, not only is the 28th my follow-up, but that is also when my ex files the motion for default through his attorney, right? Mind you, I'm still representing myself pro se. So I'm seeing this stuff in my email. Because remember when I told you
what does that mean?
When you are representing yourself pro se, the attorneys and all that, they talk to you. So dreams is, mind you, I'm still representing but that is also when my ex files the motion for default through his attorney.
What's default through attorney? What is that? Somebody look it up. I got 2 people in here. Somebody look it up and explain that to me. Default. How can you default on your own case? I'm a little confused. Because she keeps bringing it the fuck up.
Right? Mind you, I'm still representing myself pro se. So I'm seeing this stuff in my email. Because remember when I told you guys in one of my streams is that when you are representing yourself pro se, the attorneys and all that, they talk to you. So you get all of that correspondence. You all know I cannot show court paperwork or anything of that nature in this video. And obviously I'm telling the truth, whatever. But I remember the dates that I received certain stuff. Literally, my email just lines up with all of this. So you know what I mean? The right people who want to know. I mean, it's really easy to prove. Right? I'm just giving you all as much context as I can. And so essentially, what happened after I told him that I wasn't feeling well and I was following up about my health, or whatever. And I'm just really scared, just super going through it, whatever. And then, because even the 28th, I still had some bleeding. I mean, you all know I still had bleeding even through Mother's Day.
Oh my God, who gives a fuck about your bleeding? Who cares? I don't. Bleed away all you need to. Holy shit. I don't remember what the fuck I asked you, Kitty. My bad. I don't remember. I really don't. Oh, default. Failed to respond. What? Default. Like he wants to default on his case. What does that mean? Because she brings it up all the fucking time. Oh, he wanted to default on his own case. What does that mean? Because I'm slap confused when it comes to it personally.
Around that time. And that's why for me it was important to still have the best Mother's Day that I could, despite what was going on with my health. And
yeah, you didn't bother trying to call your son, trying to get your son, none of that shit. You was worried about going the fuck out. Okay.
Hopefully having that clear up, so I could reach out in time. And
thank you for caring for blank during this time. I've been managing some ongoing health challenges related to fibroids, and thankfully things are beginning to stabilize. I'd rather I'd like to arrange to see soon. Redacted soon. I've deeply missed him. I'm available to pick him up at blank. Please let me know what time works for you. Also, by following up via email and notification with your attorney for document purposes. Okay.
And, see my baby, because it had been so many weeks. It had pretty much been almost a month, pretty much.
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes.
Since I had seen my baby, and even though I did not want.
One day we will be back to the old. Failure to respond to judge. That don't make no sense if he ain't trying to respond to the judge, but is taking her to court over his son. That don't even make sense. Okay. Anyways, what was I going to say? Shit. I have no damn clue. Who fucking knows? But no, what I was saying is one day we'll have enough monies coming in, hopefully, that I can upgrade my StreamYards and y'all just won't send no damn ducky up here at the top. I hate that ducky. But if I'm not paying for it, I have to have the ducky on there. And I'm not paying for it right now. So it's like almost $88 a month.
My ex at all, what was going on with me. And the part of me really thanks God that I didn't. I know that people may have mixed opinions or feelings about it, but in my position, I thank God that I didn't, because it could have been a lot worse, right? And I could have been in a worse situation. And I do value the fact that, things have started positively turning around. And, now we have this 26th date, but that shit was scary. And my ex has beyond proven himself as less than trustworthy, right? And so with that being said, I'm really, really grateful that I did not tell him in detail, especially because I did not know exactly what was going on until the 28th, which was, and even then they suspected that they might have been dissolving, but it wasn't necessarily official yet. They were just suspecting because a few had dissolved.
Okay. She makes my fucking brain hurt. Oh my God. So you couldn't go get your child or none of that shit, but all of a sudden you can. I don't know. I'm very confused about that. That's very confusing. But who am I?
Mind you, I was scheduled for a follow-up appointment in June, which I did. 10, and it was in June when they scheduled like my future Dopplers, right? So I was in the process of still figuring all this out on the side
hold
of
up.
him,
Is that a new
Dopplers,
letter?
right? So
Yep. To whom it may concern, this is to confirm that the above named party is a patient. I guess it's that medical group is a patient under our care. She was seen in the office for a visit on 6/24/25. She has been having ongoing bleeding occurrence since 4/7/25. Please call me at if information is needed. Thank you.
I was in the process of still figuring all this out on the side of him, like, withholding the baby. So what happened was, my ex pretty much cut contact from the app.
You should have went to the cooter doctor. I'm sure they could have told you then, but now you're gonna lay there on the fucking couch or bed and fucking die.
After checking in around the 16th, and then 12 days later, he tried to default the case on the 28th. And so when I started reaching back out, around Mother's Day and like through like early to mid-May, he just was like not in contact. So that's why, contacted his attorney and everything. So let me go ahead and give you, May 11th, I realized that he had cut contact and I had reached out and all that stuff. And then
I noticed that you hadn't been active on this app since 2006. Since April 16th. God Almighty. I wanted to reach out again to request time with redacted. I hadn't received any communications from you, and I'm asking for an update regarding our parenting time. Please respond to at your earliest convenience. We can coordinate something in blank's best interest.
And he took the default on April 28th. Also, when I was going through my notes and everything, I let you all know something that happened on May 5th.
I know she spoke with you earlier this month, but I wanted to clarify a few things because I am concerned you may have been misinformed. I never dropped off and failed to return when my health improved and I reached out. Blank denied me parenting time, lived with me full time up until April of this year when I felt ill during an exchange pickup period with blank. I always kept blank up to date with his primary caregiver and my program Kids Above All. Also assist in his development through regular home visits. I have attached my doctor's note from April, recent nurse's notes documenting what occurred during the time he withheld from April to July, and my text exchange with blank. Okay.
Because going through all my stuff, I just caught this. So as if, dropped the baby off and never returned was bad enough. Mind you, this development program, okay, that my ex enrolled the baby in, he enrolled the baby in that program on May 15th. Mind you, that slight motor delay diagnosis happened on April 5th. I don't know why he wanted to wait a month and a half to enroll the baby in that program, because by May 15th, I was already reaching out. And I had already reached out to the
Okay, we haven't read that.
attorney too around then. Right? I hadn't heard anything, right? So yeah, and then you'll see that in my emails. another thing as well, as if drop the baby off and never return was like, bad enough. My ex told this program when enrolling the baby in it that the baby had been living with him for the past several months. It's May 15th when he says this. We were exchanging the baby up until early April, and then I got sick. So that's a lie. So he lied to this program again. So as of right now, as we speak, unfortunately, I mean, it's just so unfortunate that he had to go and spin that narrative. As of right
Hold up. I'm trying to see. When Blank learned I was unwell, he attempted to default the case on April the 28th, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I met with the guardian and Lippman on July 10th, 2025, and returned with custody. And that's a lie there. You didn't return with custody. You didn't return with custody. Nobody has custody right now. Stupid. And of rights and are still being decided. And not our court case. And now our court case is August 26th. I don't know what the fuck she's saying there. I hope this email provides clarity. I will follow up with a phone call soon to confirm you received it. Thank you for helping. Looking forward to speaking with you and working together. I wish I knew what this damn middle part was, because I can't fucking see it. No, I'm a little pissed off about
now,
that.
Speaking real time. By the time you guys are watching this video back, I have already reached out and emailed the development lady that works with my child at my ex's house, and I gave her my doctor's note. I showed her the text exchange to where when I reached out and when my ex denied, and I also attached the parenting time order with the upcoming court date, just to inform her and give her the truth of the scenario, so that she can no longer be manipulated or confused, because it's just really unfortunate that she was to begin with. I mean, once again, it's another woman. I don't know what it is with my ex.
Why she got broad ass shoulders? She got some broad ass shoulders.
I really don't.
She could be like a fucking quarterback.
This man has an issue, but it's okay. I already cleared it up. And so by the time I'm editing this video, you guys will see that. So yeah. I had to, you know what I mean? I had to do the right thing, she has to know. So I already went ahead and took care of that. So, we're grateful. And then, I noticed that he lied and said that the baby had been living with him for the past months and everything. I'm just like, that's inaccurate. So definitely go ahead and clear that up for Girly. And so then May 19th, I texted, emailed again, spoke to the ex's attorney. Attorney said, reach out to the ex, whatever, called him and all that stuff. May 21st, that's when I filed that police report about the withholding. And then that's when we rolled by my ex's place to see if he would give me the baby and everything. And the ex denied the baby, cop gave me his phone number too. Okay. And so then I also followed up a police report with the Chicago Police Department too as well. Because my ex is like in the suburbs or whatever. So I wanted to cover my butt both ways, which, I always do. May 30th, that is when
which you always do, when that fucked up smirk on your face.
Following court date happened, and that is when I showed up. The judge asked my ex's attorney if he still wanted to default. He said no, because he had spoke to me and suggested that instead of doing mediation again, he just wanted to go ahead and get a guardian. And so that's when they drew the order up for the guardian. And so it was on that order. Now, I know that I can't show court paperwork, so once again, you guys just have to take my word for it. It was on that order because I received that order like late that night, and it wasn't finalized until about June 2nd or 3rd, I believe. So I received
the order for the gal also failed to acknowledge my court fee waiver until recently.
Because mind you, I'm still pro se. So I saw this and I have it in my email and everything. The draft order for the guardian shows that my child's address is with my ex instead of me. Mind you, at this time, this is the only document where this says this, right? And then my documentation shows otherwise, right? Because obviously I've always had my child.
Amazon is overcharging you, but I can show you how to avoid it. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you...
Shut up.
And also too, it says guardian.
This default order from the gal was recent and entered on July 2nd.
Something around the lines of like guardian administered like July 15th. Now, July 15th is past my baby and my ex's birthday. And so pretty much what ensued is like, obviously I missed my child's birthday, but my ex, remember, he was texting me on May 30th as well, saying,
I've been advised by my attorney to keep until the GLAD, GLA, I don't know, begins his hold up. He just said that wrong. I'm right here trying to read the shit. Until the GAL begins his investigation, is healthy and doing fine, and I have enrolled him in an early intervention program as he is behind on I can't see it. Respect what I'm doing for blank. I only have best intentions for him in my mind. Not device. I meant developmental.
I've been advised by my attorney to withhold the baby until the guardian is administered to the case. Now the thing about that is it said July 15th, but the guardian had actually filed his appearance June 4th. Because June 4th, that's my job. I'm still receiving all the paperwork from the attorneys and everything. And then
shut up for a second. Let me check my box. Nothing. Okay.
And when I was speaking with my family member and talking about all this stuff that was going on with this case, she filed her appearance on June 9th. So remember when I told you all on one of my streams that my attorney and the guardian had gotten on the case around the same time? That's what I meant, right? So I noticed that, and I thought that was really, really interesting. And then even June 2nd, again, that's when the attorney told me even again that he filed up my request with my ex, and I have that email or whatever.
I wanted to follow up in regards to request visit with my son. Never heard back anything since our call last week. Thank you, Callie.
Like, I'm not going to show his attorney's emails or whatever, but I have it. Like the attorney kept telling me that he, reach out and let my ex know all of these things. This is why I don't necessarily believe the attorney told my ex to withhold the baby. Also, mind you, let's just go ahead and get something clear. You know how I held on to the child and I actually called the mediator and let her know that this is what I was doing because of my ex's abusive behavior. And, my dad wanted to be a liaison and I didn't feel comfortable with changing the baby because that's why I had my whole order of protection in the first place, et cetera, right? I actually called her and let her know. Now, if there is, any concern for the child or whatever, there would have been an order, right? Mind you, when I met with the guardian, there was nothing that he told me in regards to me not being able to see the baby. If anything, it's the guardian who helped me see my child again. Also, too,
the baby didn't know. I mean, the guardian didn't know the baby lived with me at all until I told him.
Me not being able to see the baby. If anything, it's the guardian who helped me see my child again. Also, too, when this order happened, my ex also lied to the guardian and told the guardian that my child had been living over there with him this entire time. And that's just not the case. Now, the guardian does have all my baby's medical stuff and with my information or whatever. And there, I have some tea, unfortunately, there because my ex pulled more mess or whatever. But in a situation like this, there was never an order. Like, mind you, the whole drop the baby off and never to be seen or heard from again, never return. It's just preposterous. There was never like a girl. No, y'all know how I am about this. There was never a police report. There was never a CPS report. It drives me crazy. That this part of the case drives me insane because it's like, how do you say that on paper, girl? Okay, how? Never to be seen or heard from me, never return. Okay, all right. No police report, no nothing. Just trying to default a case and lie to a guardian and lie to a development program and pediatricians. All right, fantastic, absolutely amazing. This is why we have receipts. Seriously, I can't. The only times in cases when they actually do inform, other parties that hold on to the child is if there's an actual order in place or if you do talk to someone or whatever, and all of that's discussed. Now, when mediation happened, the mediator, because when she talks to both of us, she knew, and she mentioned in the mediation that she was aware of me holding on to my child during that time and what my concerns were. Because what they do is they talk to you both at the same time and they separate you guys and they talk to you guys separately, right? So, but it was already brought up. Essentially what I'm saying is there was nothing ever like firmly in place preventing me from my child. Unfortunately, my ex tried to finesse a bunch of things and manipulate a bunch of things to make it seem like the baby had been living with him the entire time, and that wasn't the case. And that never has been the case, right? And now, unfortunately, due to his withholding and everything, you all know that unfortunately recently my baby has been diagnosed with behavioral health due to trauma after being withheld for the past few months because
oh my God. I'm not saying being ripped from the only person that you've known from birth wouldn't be traumatic, but he's one. She about to get a check off this child. Watch what the fuck I say. And if she don't, I'm gonna be surprised.
pretty much my baby was like snatched up out of his routine and all of that. Like, it's not like he ever had a routine with my ex. It's not like he ever had a way of life. I mean, my ex's friend is over there pretty much raising him, and she's like an older lady. I mean, I'm grateful to her. That's super cute and fine. But all the baby had there is like his development program that he does like once a week, and this older man who's like already raised all her kids, who's not even family. And my ex is like an angry alcoholic who works like 12 hours a day. It breaks my heart for my child too. Trust. All right. So yeah. And then that happens. So then, then the guardian appears in the case on the 4th of June. Then, my attorney appears on the 9th of June. And then I have my follow-up doctor's appointment with the bleeding on the 24th to schedule.
To confirm that the above named person is a patient. She was saying the doctor visit the 24th. She has been having on. Okay.
My following.
I read that one. Sorry.
And so then that happens. And in the meantime, during like June and July, I'm pretty much taking care of things like legally the best I can on my end. And I met with the gal.
I was about to say, what the hell?
Finding your Zen.
You're fine, kid.
Ad-free podcasts. It's on Prime.
You are fine, kitty. Do what you gotta do, baby.
I met with the gal in July on my child's birthday, and that's when I let him know. I'm like, there's no reason for me to be missing my child's birthday. My child was withheld, and he told me the documents sent to him. And essentially, like I told you all, like when I spoke with the gal's only concerns for me are what am I doing right now as far as like work or whatever, and what my future plans were. And I told him about me starting school soon in the fall, getting my real estate license, moving, etc. And of course, the pack and play though, literally. That's all that man said to me. Okay. I offered him more of my doctor stuff. I've been on top of my doctor stuff or whatever. He said he understood. He's like, that wouldn't be necessary or whatever. Because I already did give him, I think I gave him at least a couple of my doctor's notes. I can't remember. I screenshotted my appointments for him. I know I screenshotted the baby's appointments for him or whatever. Because he wanted me to give him all the baby stuff. And oh yeah. So I can tell you guys this now since we're already going over July and we're about to be in August for the recent antics, right? So remember when I told you guys that the guardian wanted me to give him all the baby stuff so he could be updated or whatever, and he told me that he didn't, want me to change the baby's information. Like I was like, yeah, I still want to be able to take my baby to the appointments, and then he didn't even contest that at all, right? Well, my ex has gone ahead and preemptively put the child on his insurance now, and also put his information on the baby stuff at this last appointment, August 6th. Now, I'm not too worried about this for a couple reasons. One, my baby's still covered under me. Two, the pediatrician still talked to me. Three, my ex's antics at the doctors. And I don't.
When you go to, I don't think it's custody court. I'm not sure. But when you go to any, like to get a DNA test done, they're going to say, do you want to put insurance on your child, or would you like him to pay you? And you go to trial and get paid for your child. And I said, for my baby daddy, because I thought he would be around when I needed him, I was like, fuck it. Just put the insurance card on my daughter. So that's what he's been doing through the years that he's gotten different jobs and shit. But now he's like, well, you go up there and say something. And I'm like, they're going to make me take child support out on you if I say something. Stupid ass people.
I don't want to say too much, but I am going to say this. Perhaps that right now in the moment, it's actually a good thing, but it's my ex's information
saying the same
in their system right now, even though I'm whatever, due to his antics. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay? All right, cool. Super cute. So, then July 15th was court. I reunited with my baby finally on the 18th. And then on July 25th, that was my first Doppler appointment for the doc or whatever. It was both external and internal. Okay, and so then the month of August 4th, that's when I got word that my ex was sending my channel to the Guardian. And I'm just like, okay, I welcome this frequency. And now we have videos like this. Amazing. And several streams. Enjoy. Okay. The 6th, my ex crashes out the baby's appointment. The 7th, my ex calls and harasses kids above all. On the
Hey, Callie, are you doing okay? This is Blank, your parenting advisor. Hey, Callie, this is your parenting advisor with kids above all. I'm trying to make sure you and Frank, why wouldn't you mark his name out? Are okay. Blank has called me and emailed other services with kids above all. I couldn't say any information with him, and Blank went off. I told him can't share information because he's not enrolled in the program and hasn't been involved at all. I never seen him. Please let me know if you guys are safe. I'm very concerned from his tone of voice. Okay, you mark out her name up here, but then you don't mark her name out down here. And you've been marking Frank's name out. Don't know why in the hell you name your child that, but what the fuck ever. Not my child. Been blanking it out. Now you got it open. Okay. Maybe she's sleepy like I am. Thanks for reaching out. He's been unruly yesterday at blank doctors. At Frank's doctors. Because you put your own son's shit out there. I didn't. Appointment. He was unraveling, arguing with the head doc with trying to back me out of the appointment. He's unraveling and better to be ignored and documented. I look forward to talking soon. Love you and thank you. Okay.
The 11th, he called and harassed kids above all again. And then in present day, I am the cheerleading my
Okay, well, let me see. Blank appointment, unruly, argumentative with the head doctor and tried to block me out of the appointment. He's unraveling. Also, healthcare diagnosis from the doctor after Eric withheld him. Like I told him, I can email this to you if you want it. Thank you so much. Sorry, I thought I responded okay. And okay, I will not answer any more Blank's calls. Well, Eric's calls. So the baby daddy's name Eric, the child's name Frank.
Best life, and I was able to film this damn receipt video as a damn feature film, and I am proud of myself. Yes. And that's where we're at, y'all. That's where we're at. that's where we're at. And so the 26th is when we go over some of this stuff and the concerns, and this is just laying out everything. Yeah, this is where we're at, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever. I figured I would just lay all this stuff out. You know, another thing too, I want to connect this.
I don't know why I did that. I was like, yes, or fucking page. Is anybody still in here with me? Callie says the same old shit. Yep. Y'all are more than welcome to talk. I promise y'all that. I know I'm being quiet, y'all. Sorry. I'm looking for a certain one. Okay, you will not destroy the truth. This is to her baby's father. To my child's
Same
father.
old phone? Nah. Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Oh my God, come on.
Hey, y'all, so I'm making this video really quick to thank all of you who came.
Anyways, to my child's father, you will not distort reality. Oh, here we go again.
By in my live stream from last night. I really appreciate the love that I always receive on my channel, and whether, you know, whatever your intentions are when you watch me, it's just honestly always been a pleasure to know that I will always have a solid community here. That if you all don't do anything at all, y'all at least hear me, and I know that much. And I really thank you all for your engagement and participation and just listening to me in my stream yesterday. And so this video is just following up that stream by kind of breaking down what's necessary, and also a re-upload of the video where my child's father threatened my life.
I'll kill you.
I didn't hear you correctly.
Your life will be turned upside down.
Okay. And
I'll kill you.
I didn't hear you correctly.
Your life will be turned upside down.
Okay.
Your life will
And
be turned upside down.
all
There'll
right.
be lawyers. There'll be all kinds of shit going down.
And you all know I'm doing this just as a way to be heard, because I don't care how long it takes for my voice to be heard. I don't care how many procedures I have to go to or go through. I don't care how drawn out any court case or anything can be. I really don't care. I love myself enough to hear myself and speak.
Bullshit. You ain't got money like that, bitch. Sorry, you ain't got money like that. You gonna be paying the fucking court system for years, and then when it comes for you to get your baby, you can't buy him Pampers, you can't buy him wipes, you can't buy him fucking milk. Shit like that. That's the type of shit. I can tell you some shit if you want me to. You'd be blown the fuck away if you heard my sister's story. Fuck you.
Speak my voice for myself. And I also love my child enough to continuously advocate for my child, regardless of what narratives my child's father has tried to spin. And I refuse to have myself or my child gaslit into some kind of false reality that our bond has ever deserved to be like tethered by.
Oh, you're fine. You're
spiritually
fine.
bankrupt and corrupt man.
You're the only one in here. But yeah, it's Jody and Ruby vibes for real.
Like my child's father. But you just told me that if I leave, you're gonna kill yourself.
I don't give a fuck at this point. Now you're like, what am I doing wrong? Like
you just messaged me about Brandon, who I confirmed was a friend.
Yeah, whatever.
So
what are you doing right now? What's cracking? What's going on? What I do wrong tonight? What's going wrong shit apparently? What's up? What I do wrong tonight?
Well, it's obvious in your voice that you're wasted.
I know I like to get drunk. That's your fault.
Oh, so you're blaming me for being drunk?
No, for hooking with me. I'm a drunk.
Like it's really quite embarrassing, honestly, who he's shown and revealed himself to be. But in a way, I'm grateful because if anything, it's taught me a big lesson, not only within myself and to look at myself and hold myself accountable in different ways and, break cycles in ways that I probably was unsure of, and recognizing like karmic loops and recognizing trauma loops and breaking that. And that's why I started Traumatized Girly. And I will say that after I post this video, I will leave everything sit because I don't have time to be active on both channels like that. I really don't, you guys. And although I do love your support and I really do appreciate you, I will be over on Traumatized Girly, continuing to post, continuing to talk about mindset and manifestation, and continuing to move towards my dream life as it inches closer each day, right? So pretty much, as I said in my live stream, like yesterday.
So you're a fucking life coach, Callie. Is that what you're trying to say? Bitch, bye. I wouldn't take advice from you if a pigeon pissed on my head and somebody told me it was raining.
I told you all that my child's father, after I left him and after we separated and all that stuff like that, I told you all that he tried to pursue me in a custody battle over my child. And it's post-separation abuse in the finest because he made false allegations trying to say I live in a drug den. Mind you, I just told you all yesterday that the home that I currently live in is the 80-year-old family.
I told you he didn't call your 80-year-old home and your old family a crack den. He called the friend that you went to house a crack den.
Home that's been on my father's side of the family for 80 years, which we're actually prepping to sale. And you guys know I'm studying for my real estate license, but it's already been an agreement to have this home up for sale. I'm already included in getting the portions of the deal and all that. And one of my personal goals is to move forward with this house under my belt in a way to where I can just have it under my belt as I move and pursue my career, my side career in real estate, because that's always been a dream of mine. And my child's father calling this home a drug den is even more asinine because of the fact that my late grandmother, who passed in December 2023, he met her, okay, and she was very ill, and I think she did need a lot of help with this house. I mean, you guys know how it is when family members get sick, especially when family members pass away one by one and then there's only one left. Things get pretty tense. And unfortunately, in December 2023, I did not tell her that I was pregnant because she ended up in and out of hospice, and she ended up passing away in hospice before I could ever tell her. And even though I helped arrange her funeral and I spoke at her funeral, she never knew that I was pregnant. So I just trust that she sees in spirit what's happening, right? And my child's father, when she was alive.
Oh my God. One question, Callie. Why would God, let's say your grandmama went to heaven, why would God allow people that have passed on, my grandma, your grandma, to be able to sit up there on their fluffy white clouds, probably enjoying some grapes, just chilling? Why do you think they have a way to see all the turmoil that's going on this earth? Just asking for a friend.
And actively struggling with this home at the time. He told her that he would help her with this home, and obviously that help never came. And so to mock that and call this space a drug den and to make completely bogus allegations that are completely false. I mean, obviously, like you all know, like I'm a healthy person. I take care of myself. It's just like, it's preposterous. So I don't even need to entertain that. But it's just the actual audacity and the spiritual corruption behind his actions that are sickening. In addition to him trying to drag and draw this, custody case out while actively withholding my child while we are in a battle, and no one is aware that he's been withholding the child, even though I've been trying to get my voice heard through motions, through proceedings, through my attorneys and everything. I'm meeting with another one next week and everything like that. And he has intent for me to miss my child's birthday. And there's nothing that anyone could tell me that I would ever deserve to miss my child's first birthday, especially when my child's being actively withheld from me. And I have continuously reached out, tried.
Oh my God. So you're never going to let us live down that you missed his first birthday, that you were so-called manipulated and all this shit mentally, but not physically. He was a drunk. I mean,
Gone to police. And yes, like I told you on my live stream, this is not like a crisis situation. This is just me sitting my side in my facts and getting all of the ugly truth out there, regardless of what narratives are being spun, especially because a lot of people on my child's father's side, whether they're his friends, his family, whoever they are, they watch this channel. And I'm making this video for you all because it doesn't matter what narrative he spun to you guys. It doesn't matter what he said to you all. It doesn't matter how you all continue to enable him in his toxic, horrible behavior, probably because you all are afraid of him too, because I know that some of you all have tried to call him out before on certain things. And I know you guys see how he acts. And I know you guys are aware of how reckless he is. And I know that you all probably see what he's doing. And even though some of you may wonder, why am I not around? What happened? And what's going on there? Whether you are actively asking that out loud or not, I'm sitting here to your face telling you exactly what's going on. Because there's no way in hell that anyone, I don't care who they are, thinks that it's right for me to miss my child's first birthday, because they are so much of a pig of a human that they are feeding for control through custody, because it's their last grip at a failed attempt to try to control me, my emotional state, and most importantly, my child's emotional state and my child's bond with me. Nothing will ever sever a mother's bond from her child, no matter how many forces.
You're just saying the same shit over and over and over and over again.
People, systems try to get in the middle of that, nothing can ever sever it, especially when the mother has always shown up for her child and been present for her child. And my child's father, whether you all who are watching me from his side or not, are aware that he indeed took advantage of a moment when I was vulnerable, when I was sick, actively bleeding with a fever, right? And going through my fibroids dissolving, which I'm still going through. Like, I have Doppler exams and all that. And in a way, it's like a positive thing, because fibroids dissolving just means I'll be having less of them in the future. And my fertility is continuously improving. And even though my postpartum, like 1 year postpartum, is coming to an end, right? It's a blessing, but it doesn't make it necessarily easy.
Bitch, postpartum can last up to like 4 or 5 years. It don't necessarily have to be the first year of that fucking baby's life. You do know that, right? And if you want more kids, you better go ahead and get a humping and go ahead and get them, or you're gonna be in your fucking 40s with one child
to deal with, especially when I was spiking fevers to around 101, 102 when the
dumb
started. But
girl. Yes,
I just need you all to really get it through your heads that during that time of vulnerability, he tried to default that custody case on me, and weaponizing my silence in that time when I went to go and take care of my health and all of that. And the moment I started checking back in and following up to, pick my child up, he cut contact. And when he finally messaged me back on May 30th, he told me that he intends to withhold the child until the next court date, which is in a couple of weeks. And with my child's birthday being next week, that means that I would miss my child's first birthday. And there's just no way in hell I'm going to let that happen. Regardless of what happens in the system, regardless of what happens, my truth lives here. My voice lives here. My face, my life, my everything lives here. He will not get away with this, regardless of what type of narrative he tries to spin. And for all of you, from his family to his friends to his mother, to all of you, his coworkers, people who falsely look up to him thinking that he's some good guy because he has the wool over your eyes, all of you are enabling one of the most.
Join eToro's Learn and Earn Challenge and earn cash. It's easy. Visit etoro.tw/earn.
Corrupt, evil, sick, twisted people in the world. And a part of you, I think some of you all are aware of it, and it's why you don't say anything. You all are wide aware of why I left. Many of the girls who watch this channel, like, you all got that video of him threatening my.
Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing that shit. She just kind of random ass shit. Let's go through her lives. So she wiped her channel and started, I refuse to say silence. I don't want to watch that one again. Hell no, not while the titty is out. Thank you anyways.
Our time. Yeah. And so, but that's the thing. It's like, he's made such an, he's painted himself in a. Guys, anyone? Hey, Robin, work for some. I have it on low. Let me know if it's still pretty loud in the background. Ooh. I remember I used to have like a sassy mod named Oop. It's me. I'm good. I know I've been doing Traumatized Girly, so you guys know that, like, I'm good. I'm doing Traumatized Girly, and I know that, I've been on a real mindset manifestation and just really responding to life differently and consciously, and getting things in order. But I feel like, and I have thought about this, and mind you, this has been on my mind for.
Shut the fuck up. Kitty, let me know if you get a link. As I'm putting it up now. Let me know if you got it. Okay. Well, you can come on up. Bye, y'all. I will see y'all later. Hope y'all enjoying these Cali streams.